Welcome everyone to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mountaineers will put total leather and we'll get started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mountaineers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's... going on the road. Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll run it from the gun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. The Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick. Down drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
You know, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Hokies racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And the
Second down.
Tackled in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
I love you.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are
Can you
lucky
grab my
if you have two.
bring it
They've
in
got
here, please?
3 DBs, 3 corners that can
It was
play
too
at
hot
the same
before.
time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He's back to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Shakes off the tackler. They still can't get him down. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Jordan. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Went to the running game on first down. Now second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run power.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. What a catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets away from one. He's got space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He wants to pass it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Moncrief. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Carter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And this will and splits the upright. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whitaker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking every...
Afterburners coming. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
What a snag by the defense. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Sometimes there are careless interceptions, and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting...
Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll try the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point.
The best part is, I can go on it with River. So I can go through it with River to make sure he doesn't get lost or like tries to break something on that.
Dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to get him on the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They're trying to find some room off right tackle. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Turns it loose. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage. But they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him. He tried to throw the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on third down trying to generate a touchdown.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here's the handoff. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. On target over the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
And as a defensive line... Man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it's caught at the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 25 to Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Hokies are on the move. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They're trying to get to him. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Steps away. Gonna try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, App State. And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down inbound.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so